And then now on an SG, I'll actually go over the horn, under the neck, and then over the horn on the opposite side. And then I'll lift the platform up and kind of snug it down. So this basically holds the thing pretty steady, allowing me to do all my various, fingerboard leveling, radiusing, so on and so forth. And then I'll spread those blocks right at the very end to make sure that we're restricting that flex of the neck while we're doing our fingerboard leveling or fret dressing or refretting or what have you. And that's kind of it for an SG. In order to bring the action down so it's nice and close and you don't have issues with notes splatting out and dying on you, you usually end up dressing the frets at the neck junction. There's a bit of a, yeah, there's definitely a high spot, and it's right here where the neck is, where the carving stops, and we have this solid block going into the body. You'll see when I hit this with the mill file, you're going to see that these top 3 frets light right up. It'll show you where the high spots are. So we'll see how much wire we got here. Oh, aren't we lucky? We can unplug these ones, even better. So we'll unplug that. This will give us our mask to protect the body as we're working. There we go. When you're filing, you have to mimic the path of the string. So now, as you'll see this, you see those frets lighten up, they're the high spot, and again, you got to make sure that you follow that radius and overlap your strokes until you see tooling marks right across all of these frets. Now, you can see I've barely touched these frets here. So you can see, as I pointed out at the beginning of the video when I eyed the neck, that those 3 frets where the neck joins the body are going to be the trouble area. And this is very common, that fret dress at the neck junction. So we're going to follow that again and just chase that so that we start to get some faint tooling marks on the next few frets. I'm not filing the whole fingerboard, I'm just getting this trouble spot, which is very, very common on just about every guitar. Okay, 2, 3. That's it. That's all you do with the crowning file. We're going to move up to the next fret, which you can see is squared off. Same thing again. The body's still in the way, so I have to be careful. I've got to start at the top in the center of the fret, center of the radius. And that's it. You can see I'm thinning out that squared profile. Get the next one. I'm going to chase this right up the fretboard and just cover all those inlays. And essentially what we've got is the leather and the felt and the sandpaper slur over that crown and naturally chase it back to center, so the crown is at the highest spot. If you remember earlier, I had said with the crowning file, you do not touch the center of the crown, right? You only chase it, coax it back to center. This is going to finish it off. So I'm going, this is the heel, this is the toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Now I'm doing the slow motion, heel, toe. Now you got to remember, you are actually going over a curvature. So I'm doing this, right, sort of scrubbing that back to center. So now I'm going to do it kind of full speed, real time. Okay, so I can slip that along. Actually, before I go any further, you can have a look already. Just one pass over, and those file marks are almost gone already with the 320 grit. So I'm going to continue. Just going to put my straps back on to stop this from shifting around. There we go. Okay, now she's standing. So you can see that the body itself is held firmly in place, safely, firmly in place, leather pads, leather straps. The telescopic pivoting neck assembly basically slides along that top platform, the block spread to restrict the flex of the neck, well, especially while you're leveling a fingerboard or leveling frets. And you can see I'm actually sort of spreading up the fingerboard and then blending the whole fingerboard in now. And this is going to allow us to actually drop the action down closer. You notice I didn't file up here. I didn't need to. The guitar hasn't been played that much. There were no wear marks up here. Just that neck to body junction that was giving us trouble. So again, more time. Going across that crown like so. Like so. You can also use this to sort of clean up your all the gunk off the fingerboard. Oh, this fingerboard's actually fairly clean. Good. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, I like to actually hike the neck up like this so that I can kind of peel that tape off, hike it up off the neck support, so it allows me to kind of get at the edge of the tape to peel that tape off. You don't want to put too much lemon oil on there, just enough to kind of clean up the mess, and then wipe it right up dry. And that's what your fingerboard should look like when you're done. Okay, so that is a complete fret dress on this one. We basically did that neck to body junction, leveled that down. Now we're going to be able to drop this action down nice and tight. When I'm working on electronics, I really like to do this just so that I can get access to both sides of the instrument at once. When I'm changing pickups, even feeding strings through on a telly or a Strat. So I can kind of push this up, or tilt this up like so. It's nice and snug. I can make sure that that jack is not spinning as I tighten it up, so I can reach into the cavity and just snug that down. There you go. So that's good. That's definitely in tune. I'm just checking the relief, and you can see that there's, you know, just a little bit of relief on that neck. That's good, right? It feels great to play. And more importantly, that's it. This one's done. There you go. Nothing left to do, man. This is 100%. Plays like a dream, perfectly in tune. Both pickups. There we go. Done deal.